Well,
Oh,
I think, this is a huge, I mean, when it comes to women, this is how we are brainwashed. And I want to speak to this for a minute is, you know, we women are brainwashed to believe that we have to be sexual, right? In growing up in school, you'll see that, the popular girls are the ones who have the boyfriends. The popular girls, presumably at a young age are promiscuous. And that's why they have the boyfriends and that's why they're popular. And it's this sort of like social hierarchy that starts at the top with the women who are promiscuous and sexualized. And those are also the girls who are wearing makeup, et cetera, et cetera. And then you follow that further along in life. And California is a prime target for this brainwashing, where in California, women believe that they have to stay young, that their value is associated with their youth and beauty. And, to some extent, you could say that that notion is built into our instincts, like, that youth and beauty is associated with, your value as a woman, okay? So, but we don't give any value to wisdom. We don't give any value to grace. We don't give any value to, that person who's lived a bit of life. That's just frowned upon. So you see women who are, I mean, you see it in Hollywood, from the actors and actresses and whatnot. It's the same thing with everyday life in California. To any kind of beach community, you're going to find rich people who emulate Hollywood and are, looking like Madonna at a certain age. Well, you're a grandmother. You're old enough to be a grandmother, but you look with this puff out face and no one can tell your age anymore. And the sexualization, it's a brainwashing mechanism. It's not good for our society. And then we wonder why our girls become single mothers. It's because they're so sexualized at a young age before they're ever able to discern what makes a good man, what makes a good husband, who would be a good father for my children, because I might pop a kid out if I'm sexually active. Don't you think I should have a marriage first to guarantee and lock him in, to say that, hey, he's going to be there. If he becomes a father of my child, he's for sure going to be there and co-parent with me. These concepts are not thought about or talked about. Instead, we sexualize our young kids and expect them to have good lives. And way too many of the time, we end up with single moms as daughters. And parents either let her be on her own to raise the kid and be miserable and become bitter, or they adopt the child as their own and end up becoming, very active grandparents. But either way, it's not a good scenario, because a father should be there.